Hey guys, this is Robius5991 here with OnlineKnights, and today we are here with our next episode of our Halo Reach Forge Maps recap. Today's map is also made by myself, and it is entitled Venice. So, Venice plays with a Team Slayer type game type as its default, as that's going to be the gameplay that we're going to show you as well. And it is basically the canal-filled district of the floating city. So, you're going to see a few Venetian aspects, try to slip in a few Assassin's Creed references even, and the other thing is you can see a Warthog driving there. They're supposed to be representative of boats, since they're mostly submerged. Well, I guess boats with machine guns on the back, but still. And yeah, so let's start off. This, I believe, is Red Team's base. It's a little funny because it's currently occupied by Blue Team. But right here in the front, they have a garden. If I'm going to close in here, you're going to see there is a needler in the middle of the garden. So the map does have some semi-symmetrical aspects, so you're going to see that in a bit. So right here is Red Team's main base. As you head inside, you got a strut table with a gun, and a grenade. Apparently an AFK player. Got some crates here, and then we got this small elevator. You'd go on it, would launch you up, and you can angle yourself either on this side of the roof, which gives you a wider view of the field, or over here on this Assassin's Creed type clothesline, which is what I was trying to build. So by crossing the clothesline, you get to enter this building here. It's got a nice window. It's basically supposed to be the second floor apartment of someone. And on their patio there, they have a machine gun turret. So the way it's angled actually gives you a pretty wide view. You're not protected really in any way whatsoever while you're in it though. But overall, it seems to work pretty well. You see, this is kind of the angle and lines of sight that he'd have. So here's the inside of the building. Right here you would have a needler rifle spawning. And over here you can see how the warthogs are usually submerged. These are these little barricades I did on the ramp. This stops the warthog from getting up onto the actual floors to keep the boat feel. There we have a capture plate wall, which was kind of like a transparent magical wall. You can't shoot through it, but it's there. So this is a storage building. You can see some players on the roof here firing. Right here you would have a DMR and a concussion rifle spawning against the edge I'm looking at. And if we go down, there's two different routes you can take. The one over here where the DMR is the exit, and the other one on the right leads you to an elevator, which when you go up, launches you out to the second floor. It's a nice viewpoint, and you see the doors here. Nice, and as you maneuver yourself through, this will lead you to the other entrance/exit. So right here is actually the Red Team Warthog spawn. It's currently taken at the moment, but yeah. So the other point I could say is you can see the bridges here. They're done in the arcing style, kind of like the Venetian thing. And you can stand in the water, but it can be tricky to get out without using the ramps. So right here is one of the buildings. See, in Venice that's a feature you see. Usually there'll be like a door or something, and it's been flooded up to the top through ages of flooding. And if you look here, the rocket launcher would spawn against this crate. And this building has some nice cover and everything. It offers a decent position, but it's not very campable depending on where the enemies are. So these are the middle islands. I've got a very big risk versus reward system going for the shotgun. It's dead center. You really gotta capture this whole area with your team before taking that weapon without getting killed. Oh, you can see a player using the turret there. And over here we have the other building. It's got a small ramp coming up from this side. Got some crates with, I believe, an assault rifle there. Then as you work your way up here, you will have the sniper nest, which most cases you see that stool there, it would be standing up straight and the sniper would be leaning on it, but sadly it's been knocked over and taken. So the whole middle area is pretty much the major power weapon spawns. Each team has their own minor one, like you saw I told you where the concussion rifle was. I'm going to show you the Blue Team equivalent afterwards. And keep in mind, these team bases and such only count for really the initial spawn. Everything mixes up after. So, at the front of Blue Base, they have a turret covered up by sandbags. This one is far more defended than the one on Red Team's side, however it also limits its line of sight. So you can follow this wall here, and this will lead us towards Blue Base. So here's some of the semi-symmetrical aspects of the map I was talking about. See, they got their own elevator, their own table. The inside of the base, I should say, is pretty much the same as it is in Red Base. But they have little aspects here and there that kind of change it up. See, they got their own garden again with a needler. So, same style. And their capture plate wall. So like I said, bullets and grenades cannot go through, but players can. So it's a good way to escape your enemies if you're being chased. So, Now I'm going to show you the equivalent of the storage building. So blue team here has a small shed in the corner. Houses a few DMRs and I believe a few grenades, but that's just about it. You got this one block here, you got your railing blockers. And over here is the Warthog spawn for blue team. Right here you can see they got their small elevator once again. This will lead them up to a palisade kind of wall. And there's a DMR in the back. So by crossing another clothesline, they can get inside this attic for the building. Supposed to be some rough kind of shelving there, so they can either jump out here, or by jumping out through this window, they can get on the clothesline, which will allow them to get either on the roof by jumping out, which is a nice position, or if they cross over to the next roof, they get in, and right here is a grenade launcher spawn, which is the equivalent to the other team's concussion rifle. So that's me just trying to even out the weapons for each side, really. So that's pretty much going to conclude the main tour of the map. A few points to keep in mind is if you're running around the outer layers of the map, it is by far safer than going into the dead center unless you have your full team position supporting you. As you can see, it is possible to jetpack outside of the map. However, I have set up kill boundaries and such to not allow any escape whatsoever, so I wouldn't suggest trying it. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all there is to say. So this game does not come with this map, I should say, doesn't come with a specific game type. Oh, sorry about that. You could see it doesn't actually kill you when you're in the water. That was just the camera angle. But yeah, it doesn't come with a specific game type, although the main thing is Team Slayer, so I don't need to describe any classes. So right now I'm just going to move on to the players who helped us out, and then I'm going to leave you guys with a bit of gameplay. So, yet again, here are all the players who are kind enough to give us their time and their feedback to test out this map. We actually got a few lobbies of this going, and the gameplay seemed to go really well, so thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your help. Be sure to check in the description bar below, so you can find the download links for the Venice map. And then also look a little further down, and you'll definitely see the forum post for the map, which I believe is on Forge Hub once again. And yeah, so this has been Robius5991 here with OnlineKnights. I'm just going to leave you guys with a little bit of gameplay so you can see how the map plays. And thanks for tuning in. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Gain the lead. Gain the lead. Lost the lead. Tied the leader. Lost the lead. Tied the leader. Lost the lead. Tied the leader. Double kills. Gain the lead. lead.